Hey everybody, what is going on? My name is Marf Gaming and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Fortnite Mobile. I've been playing the game over the past couple of weeks ever since I got my new iPhone 8 Plus. I'm just going to be kind of spitting out some stuff and kind of rambling. This isn't any sort of official thoughts or honest thoughts or whatever. As you know, it is kind of a bit early on. Like, there haven't been many official changes to the mobile port yet. Like, there haven't been any real changes that have changed the way we play it yet. This is just kind of what I've been experiencing over the past couple weeks, and kind of just my general thoughts, I guess. So before I get into what I wanted to say, I want to let you guys know that I understand that this is like the actual Fortnite. I don't play it on PC or console, but I understand that this is like, you know, the full game, the full Battle Royale port. So, like, I know you can cross-platform. I know that you can play with people on PC and console. And I know that this is like the actual game. And I just want to mention that it is so cool that they were able to do this. A AAA studio was able to get their full game on a mobile device. Now, they've had games in the past like Infinity Blade that look absolutely amazing. And I'm not saying that Fortnite has amazing graphics. I'm just saying that it is really cool that they've been able to port this to our phones, and you can actually play with people on PC and console. And it's just really cool that they've been able to do that. And you know, it's not just like PUBG where it is a different game just based off of the console and PC one. You're getting the full high fidelity, gameplay that you will be on console and PC, but you know, all of my complaints in this video are kind of disregarding that, because, you know, even though it is like the full game, some things I do have to complain about, and I do have to, you know, kind of mention. So yeah, first off, the video is going to be titled something along the lines of like so close yet so far, and that's what I'm really thinking, and that's what my overall statement is about this game. It's so close yet so far. So as I was saying about how you can cross-platform play and all that sort of stuff, you know, this game has everything going for it. It's free, it's not pay to win, you can play with people on PC and console. The graphics look pretty good for a mobile game. They're just these really small minor things that they should be able to change. I mean, they're a AAA dev studio, I mean, come on. But that just holds this game so far back from being, you know, the perfect Battle Royale experience on mobile. The first thing I want to talk about is the controls. And that's pretty much going to be the focus of this video as well. The controls of this game are trash. Now, a lot of people have been saying that they've been getting used to it, sorry. And I have too. I've been getting used to kind of how it plays and stuff like that. But I do wish that they streamlined this experience a bit more. PUBG's controls on mobile are so much better at the moment. I know that PUBG doesn't have building, but just hear me out for a second. And when I'm talking about the controls more specifically, I'm talking about the movement and the way you shoot. Building is, you know, there's not really much you can do in terms of optimization for mobile. I think right now it's kind of the best it can be. You know, we need a sort of realization like, oh, I didn't know I want that, or I didn't know that I wanted that, kind of a thing where they need to add something in where we didn't even know that could be a fix for that specific issue, but, you know, it's fixed. It's kind of hard to describe what I'm saying, but I hope you guys get it. But yeah, the movement and the shooting is garbage in this game. The analog stick on the left-hand side to move around, it is so bad. I really don't like how it follows your finger wherever you go. I really like the PUBG one better, where it's just very stationary. That way I know wherever I am, you know, how far I need to go backwards or go sideways or whatever. The double tap to sprint is fine. Like, I like that. I think it's great. You know, it's not better or worse than PUBG's swipe all the way up to run forward without having to do much. And what I mean by that is like the automatic sprint. If you didn't know, PUBG, you have to slide your finger all the way up to a button that appears when you start sprinting in order to auto sprint, and in Fortnite you just double tap. I think both are fine. I don't have any complaints there. But the fact that the moving stick to move your character around follows you wherever you go, I think that's just so annoying, because you have to keep your finger constantly placed in one spot all the time, and then your thumb gets really stiff, and then you just kind of lose track of where your thumb is, and then you try to go backwards, but suddenly you're going sideways, and it's really hard to describe if you haven't played it yourself, but I really don't like it. I really hope that they add an update to where we can just have a stationary stick, because that would help me a ton in terms of moving around. There is a shoot button on the left hand side of your screen. I think that's fine. I like that there. But let's talk about the right hand side of the screen now. There's a jump button and an aim button. Those are fine. I have no issues with those. The problem is the shooting, and when I mean aim down sights. So the problem is the way you shoot and the way that you look around, and a lot of people have been having bugs with the way that Fortnite handles this system. So basically, if you want to look around, just like most mobile games, you just kind of move around your thumb on the right hand side. But unlike other mobile games, in this game, if you want to shoot, you just tap that side of the screen. Now, what I don't like about this system is a couple things. Number one is the camera smoothing on this game is really weird. Like, I know it's running at a low frame rate, but it just seems as though the camera smoothing just makes it look even worse. I don't know why they added some sort of a camera smoothing, if there even is any, but whatever they have done to the camera movement is just very whack, and I don't like it at all. And what I mean by that is like the tracking when you do with your thumb or forefinger, or whatever you use to aim, it just kind of feels really off. And it kind of feels like what Modern Combat Versus felt like at the beginning of its life cycle. So I hope that they fix that. But nonetheless, the way that you shoot is very bad in my opinion. Sometimes the game confuses your swipe as shooting, and so it kind of shoots without you even trying to. And another issue is the way that you pick up items. So basically, unlike PUBG, where it just kind of appears on your screen and you can tap it, you have to tap the actual item in the environment. A little hand icon, I think, will pop up, and you tap that, and then you'll pick it up. And unlike PUBG, where if you find items, it just appears, with Fortnite, there are chests, and you have to tap it, and then it'll kind of do an animation where a circle moves around, and then the chest opens. The problem is, when you try and do this, sometimes it'll shoot your gun because you're tapping and not swiping, and that's just a very unintuitive system in my opinion, and I really hope that they add a fire button, like a stationary fire button like PUBG Mobile. And there is something that I also want to say, and that is, if something ain't broke, don't fix it. And that, I think I think Fortnite were trying, or Epic Games, they were trying to make some sort of an innovative way to play this game on mobile, and I think they just tried too hard. Like, PUBG's controls, the way that you interact with the game is fine. Rules of Survival, Survival Royale, all those games, I think they're fine. I don't have many issues with those, except for really niche issues. And if Fortnite just adopted those, I don't think anyone would have any complaints whatsoever. And I think that would have been a lot better for the overall reception of the game. And I think overall, if the controls were improved, there you go. You have basically the best battle royale experience. At the moment, PUBG has bots, and the game doesn't tell you about that, and that kind of sucks. And of course, you can't cross-platform between mobile and PC on PUBG, but on Fortnite you can. And on Fortnite, you have the whole experience. So once they iron out these controls, I think this will be amazing. Now, there's no word or anything, as far as I know, of if they are going to update any sort of control scheme or anything like that. But if they get that nailed down, I mean, this game could be awesome. Once they start doing optimizations in terms of frame rate, textures, animations, and all that stuff, and once they get the controls smoothed out, this is going to be, really tough for PUBG Mobile to beat. Now, they have, as far as I know, first-person mode coming. The 0.4.0 update is coming. They have a new map coming, which is awesome. So competition is getting fierce, and I really like that. But, as far as Fortnite goes, I definitely do prefer PUBG over Fortnite because of the controls. Simply, it's been very challenging for me to try and adapt to these controls, and I just find myself standing around completely clueless because, the way that you interact with the game is so clunky and so bad. And again, like I mentioned in the beginning part of this video, there's not much they can do about the building system as far as I know, unless they implement something we didn't know would fix it. So yeah, like I said, this game is so close, but it's just not there yet. Once they get those controls down, I don't think PUBG will be like the number one in my opinion. I think I'll be playing both intermittently, because right now I'm mostly playing PUBG because it's just so much easier to play. I know that there's bots in it, but it's just easier to play. And if I want my Battle Royale experience, I'm going to play PUBG Mobile. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.